Hello my loves, welcome to the Princess Challenge. I'm gonna be doing today the house build 2, or interior design rather, of the rooms, of each individualized and personalized room for each princess wannabe kind of contestant. If you've seen the first video, you know that I already did the ground floor, and here is what I'm going to be changing. You can see we have 3 rooms here, and there were only 2 rooms before, and here there was only 1 room and I did 3, but they're very small, so I'm going to be changing that again, trying to increase the space, and 1 bathroom here, 1 bathroom there, and that's going to be a gym. I know it's very small, we'll manage somehow, but we need a gym, right? Anyway, here are the girls. This is the music lover, the one we're going to be controlling. She is the materialistic, very girly, pink kind of mean girl. She is the flirty one, so seductive, romantic. She's the cheerful one, the clumsy, lovely, and this is the geeky one, so she's going to love video games, and she's the perfectionist. So we're going to keep that in mind while doing the rooms. This room I've chosen it to be for the perfectionist one, so I'm gonna be doing a very minimalistic kind of feel to it and very organized, like the kind of girl that just goes to her room and just everything's always in order and everything's always piled up and kind of OCD style, you see? So here I'm trying different things. I'm choosing blue in the end for her because I liked purple at the beginning because she's wearing purple, but it didn't really suit her. It was too intense of a color. I think this one looks quite neat with the white and the blue. Looks, I don't know, neat. I'm even going for minimalistic plants, as you can see. Nothing very royal in that sense, like very austere in a way, but still elegant, of course. That's too messy. If we want books, they have to be piled up, like in a very way. If you saw what I just did right there with the cheat, I'm using the move objects cheat on, otherwise many of these things would be impossible. I'll put the cheats that I've used down in the description box below. Oh, and if you saw what I just did right there, I put like piles of clothes underneath the kind of cushion thing you see right now, and it looks so symmetric. It's beautiful. And that's it. I know it's very messy when I turn the camera so much, but sometimes I just need to see the room for so many angles. I try to cut that out in the editing, but sometimes you need to do it. And also here, as you can see, I turned the mirror, but not in like 6 set positions as you can normally can. I turned it as I wanted it, and to do that you simply have to press Alt while you are holding and turning. Final touch, and on to the next room. This room is going to be the room of the geek girl. So I'm going to be installing a computer here. I didn't really know how to do with the computers because you forget about these things. When I was planning the house, I was like, okay, I can fit 6 rooms, and I forgot about the gym, I forgot about like computers and everything. But I think 1 computer here is very suitable for her because she's going to be, yeah, she's a geek, so she's going to be playing with computer games and just following her TV shows and everything like that. Also, what I've tried to do, and that I will try to do on all the rooms, is that I've tried to choose a mood, you know, like a mood for every single girl. So I will try to put objects that have auras in all the rooms, and I will keep them on so that when they go into their rooms, they feel like their specific mood that I've assigned for them, which I think is going to add to the story and to their characters, you know, because there's so much that you can only do with the create a scene personality traits. So I feel that was fun. Sometimes maybe they will give them advantage that is not very fair, I don't know, because they will improve skills faster in one way, but I feel it's more interesting for the story, and that's how it is. You can see here I did pile up messy books because I feel she's messy and she's reading all the sagas and everything, and I'm just putting posters and posters and posters on the walls. And also put a tablet on her bedside table because she's all about the technology. I didn't want to do it very kid-like though. I wanted to keep it sci-fi and just kind of nerdy in a way. But smart nerdy, you know, like she knows what she's talking about and she just loves and she doesn't care. She's not going to the princess house and being like, pretending that she's princess-like or something like that. She's just, this is me, okay? And on board. And also I'm choosing objects that have a focusing moodlet. Aura. I don't know how to say it. For example, the computer, I chose the Geek computer, so she's gonna have that moodlet. And that's what I'm gonna choose for her. She's gonna be focused. For the other girl, the perfectionist one, I've chosen to do confident, because I feel like that's what she would be. She believes she's the best, and that's how it is. And also, it's best to switch it up. I like it like that way. Finishing touches of this room, just making it very homely, girly, and just putting on lots of detail. I love detail in the rooms, everything. Oh, and I put a jar of cookies because I feel like she would have a jar of cookies next to her computer, don't you? And her friends there. That's sweet. Beautiful. And on to the next room now. This is the room of the flirty girl. Now, these two rooms, as you see, I've made them bigger than before. Before they were only squares, and that changes a lot. But still, it's really, they're really very, very small. So I feel I can be more creative with the bigger room. But, well, I guess it's a different type of creativity, right? Having to make it look good in such a tiny space. So I'm trying to make it look good and functional and realistic at the same time. Choosing reds because, I don't know, because flirty, okay? And candlelight and stuff. This room looks too plain right now though, doesn't it? With only like comfort, like a bed and a sofa, there's nothing to it. So I end up changing that cushion, even if I love the idea of having that kind of cushion next to the window. It doesn't look good altogether. You see, now I'm trying to add things, but it's just too crowded, so I'm gonna have to change it. There really is no secret to it. It's just trial and error, trying things out and just seeing if they look good or not. Now I put these things on because I thought they would suit her, but at the same time I didn't really like it because they're purple, you know? Had they been red, it would have looked beautiful, and also, I don't know, I ended up changing them, but I had a really hard time finding something instead of this, but you'll see it with this. You see, I'm struggling here. I'm just like, something else, anything. But I didn't find it, and find it only later while doing another room. Onto the detail, I just love this part when you fill a counter full of things. I feel it makes it look so realistic. Keeping the theme up with the double curtains. Sometimes I try weird stuff. Don't don't be afraid. Oh, and I put the male clothes because all the girls have girl clothes. I also want to do different rooms. You know, I don't want them all to be the same. And I felt like she, out of everyone, would be the only one that would have male clothes. It's more of a joke, like it's not really useful, but yeah, I don't know if you can if you find it funny as well. Not for her to wear, just, you know, maybe tokens of past lovers, or I don't know. She doesn't have a double bed though, I mean, it's not like she's gonna be with anyone anyway, but yeah, it doesn't fit here. And this thing, for example, it has an aura, a romantic aura, so she's gonna feel flirty in her room, which is so appropriate for her. And that's what I was talking about. And I love the detail, and those flowers, I think they were made for her, those roses. And on to the next room. This is gonna be the room of the Perfectionist one, the kind of very pink, girly, I know, not the Perfectionist, oh my god, I'm so sorry, the Materialistic one, the kind of mischievous and a bit mean one that believes she's the best, and it's very, they said, materialistic and stuff, and loves pink, so I'm trying to do everything. Pink, the bed, there was no pink, there was only like the soft pink, but I want to use it for the other girl, so I'm not using that, I'm gonna use the purple, but I feel it's so intense that it suits her, you know, she goes a bit overboard. I'm sad as well that I don't have a bigger room for her, because I would have done a very kind of overboard and very expensive looking room and stuff, but I did what I could. And don't you think this wardrobe looks like the one from Beauty and the Beast, the one that talks? It always reminds me of it. Of course, a mirror, she needs a mirror because she needs to admire herself. And yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to put lights. I do that sometimes and we were working in the dark. And now I had so much trouble with this room because the way the house is built was just, the walls were terrible for putting paintings and stuff, so I skipped most of it, but you can see that now here I'm trying to put girly looking paintings on. This is where I skipped, you see. And also I'm gonna try to do the wardrobe on the opposite wall. You'll see now, and I skipped most of it as well here because it was just too nerve-wracking. And as you can see here, I'm also using the Alt. I'm just moving things while pressing Alt. And Alt to the final room. I know, not the final. We still have one more downstairs, I forgot. This is the room of the cheerful girl, so I chose this soft pink because it's her color for sure. She has a slightly bigger room, so we're gonna try to make the best of it and make a very beautiful room. I'm trying to put very pink things, but I don't want it to look too tacky or too childish as well, you know, because I wanted to choose some kids kind of decoration. But she's not a kid, you know, she's just cheerful, she's happy, and she's a bit childish, but still, you know, she's modern, she's a girl, a young woman. Absolutely love how these curtains look. I really hope I choose them again, God. Oh yeah, thank God. As you can see, I chose like kid stuff, but you'll see it would look very, very modern and very kind of teenage-like in the end, or young woman-like. I'm playing with toys and stuff, but I don't want it to be the center of it, you know, you'll see. And for her mood, the one that I wanted to choose was playful, but I had such a hard time finding objects that were playful, and in the end I found them, and they were kind of the mischief career rewards of criminals, so they didn't really fit her room at all, because they were like, I don't know, gangster and mafia kind of looking, but they gave off a playful aura, and I think that's just the perfect mood for her. She just, in the room, and she just feels playful and feels happy and just wants to, I don't know, play around and be happy around people. But I did find them in the end, and I tried to put them in a very discreet way. I think I put one under the bed in the end as well, which is very kind of hack-like and not, oh, here, I found it. You see, this is when I found it, and I changed it, and it's like this silhouette of sexy. I think it suits that room way better. And here I'm looking for paintings and stuff, and I wanted to make it, you see what I chose, like this kind of simple and modern look. I didn't want it to choose the really expensive ones because I don't feel they suit her that well. I love that you can see the pink tree outside the window. I know it's a bit off-center, the bed, but I tried it centering with the window and it just looked off-center with the room, so this way it looks much better. And finally, some light again. I always forget these things. I was editing the video and I was like, oops. And look at this beauty. Not this one, but I choose this one afterwards. And at first I'm like, I'm not gonna use it, it's too much. And it just made the house, I believe. I want that light in my life. I just need it. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. I love how everything comes together, don't you feel like? With all the details and the thing, all the mirrors, all the plants and the lights. It's just spacious and at the same time really, really beautiful. And this is the final room, and this is the room of the girl that we're going to be playing, the one that loves music, is happy and basically a bit more general-like, but also similar to the princess prototype with the music and everything. And so her mood is going to be inspired, so I tried putting inspired aura objects, and here I'm trying the double bed, but first of all it doesn't really look that good, and I don't feel it's fair for the other ones, you know, because she has a bigger room. Maybe just because it's a whole square, so it looks way bigger. But yeah, I don't feel we don't even need a double bed, you know, and I feel this is more like dorm room. But I love how they look so different, don't you? Like, look at the one of the geeky girl next to us. It's just so different. Such a big contrast. I love how sometimes I bring out objects that just don't fit with anything. It's just like, what were you thinking? You just have to try loads and loads of things. I also put I'm gonna change the violin and the guitar, but I put them out because I want her to have those because, you know, she loves music and stuff. I think I said it already too many times. I really like the colors of this room though. They look so elegant and just neat and, I don't know, beautiful. I love how putting so much work on the environment though, because this is where we're going to be playing. Like, really it's not useful at all, but it's just going to create such a wonderful environment when we're playing and we're just coming across these things, you know. And she just goes to bed, but it's this magical room, and the other one she's just, I don't know, playing her computer, but it feels so real. I love this. I mean, it took me a really, really long time, but I feel it's so worth it. Like, I'm so excited to start playing, seriously. I cannot wait. And I ended up putting a computer, which was a bit, thank God for this table, because the other tables were like too big, because she wants to be a writer, that's her aspiration. So I feel she needed one, you know. And the other one, the girl also had a computer, and also I feel girls, if they need a computer, they're just gonna go into other girls' room to use one. So I think it's better if we have two computers in the house instead of just one. Like, I'm not gonna lock the doors or anything, so they're free to use them. And it suits with this table, it just suits the room perfectly. I love the contrast with very elegant and kind of old looking, with like the bed, very princess-like, but at the same time modern, like the table or the plant, but also elegant with the cushion. So I'm choosing inspired objects, like the thing next to the computer. That's inspiring. It gives off an inspiring aura. It's like I don't know how to say it, a fountain pen. This thing was a bit weird. In the end I like how he put it, but at the beginning it was a bit weird. But it also gives an inspiring aura. I think inspiring is the one that inspiration is the mood that has more objects for it, or focused is the one that has most, but inspired is close to it. Also the cookies, I feel it's my favorite object in the whole house. And that's how it comes together. Putting a little bit of detail and just arranging these things, and that object also gives an inspiring aura. And this is all of it. I love looking at all the house together with so many different objects, you know, like the quantity and amount of objects that this house has right now, it's just... Oh, and here, look, this is where I'm doing the playful thing. And then I'm putting that bag full of money which doesn't fit her room. And then I'm trying to put things under her bed, but you'll see I change it afterwards. But I was so happy. Oh, and I tried this one, but it's just no way, you know, it's just... But it had very high points, so I was like, ooh. And this gives a confident aura, but they're not beautiful and we're too big. I'm trying, like, maybe if I put many, because this one had only 2 points of playful decor, so I was like, okay, maybe more, but it looked not neat at all. Okay, so here I'm playing with the gym. This gym is so weird. I know. I mean, you can criticize all you want because I agree with you. It's like 2 tiny squares and you can't actually walk to the protein shakes thing because the thing is blocking, but this running mat is the only one that fits, you know, because the other ones are like 4 squares, so you can access them if I put one of them here. It's just so small, it's ridiculous. But I seriously am using maximum space in this house. I don't know how to do it better. Maybe some of you know how to, but I just didn't. And this mirror that you see, the star with the bulbs, it also gives an energizing decor. And the things that, oh look, this is where I found the other thing. So this one has a higher number. So I also tried doing the same thing, but I was like, no, it was a bad idea the first time. So I just put one of those gold things under her kind of pillow place. And here I'm putting energizing objects. Big mirror with lights. I feel, to be honest, I'm very happy with this room, with another playful thing. Because it wasn't an easy room to make, to be honest, and I love that it looks full with so many objects and that it looks gym-like, you know, that you wouldn't confuse it with any other room. And this is it, this is the end basically. These are the final rooms, as you can see, the confident one. The bathroom next to it I'll be redoing, and I'll simply show you quickly, or you'll see when I'm playing. This is the Kiki room. I love how full it is and all the colors come together. It's just beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. And yeah, the bathroom will be like a little surprise for when we start playing the gameplay. And I'm so excited for all the girls to have all the rooms and to go into the rooms and feel the mood that they're in, you know. With this girl I finally chose, I think, flirty as well. You see I also put the bucket there with the champagne and the ice. Oh my god, those lights, it's just, I'm so in love. And I love that she's gonna be playful. I seriously cannot wait to start playing. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because seriously I'm having so much fun with this gameplay and sharing it with you, and it just feels nicer, you know, to share your work. And I hope I'll see you soon in the gameplay. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye, my loves.